Dear friends, it is a pop-up party, a surprise. Um, as I get my little stuff organized here, welcome. This party today is for those of you who are drawn to the idea of what you need to know for the next 24 hours. What is it that's going on in your life? How can I support you? What is the challenge of the moment? Okay, that's what we're going to be dealing with here. So let me just grab my cushion. And my life is better with you in it. And I'm so thankful for this fun community that I get to hang out with. So let me light up my Palo Santo. And I was drawn to use my crystal stars today because there's so much um, turmoil going on in the world right now. And yet, healing is always here for us when we are ready for it, right? So let me just light up my Palo Santo. And the first thing that strikes me is that you may not feel that you want that their life is better with you in it. And that's the thought that we need to stop thinking for sure, because that does not serve us, does it? I am glad that you are here. I'm glad that you have life and that you are using your life to uplift others. And when I look at this wood that's barely burning, can you see the little glow at the end? I feel like that Source wants us to realize that deep inside of us, there is a glow that if we blow on it and enliven it, it will keep burning no matter what's going on. Okay. Hi, Apurva. Welcome. Glad to see you here today. And let me grab my cards. So, Apurva, what is it that Source has for you? What's important for you to know these next 24 hours? I'm using the wisdom of the Oracle deck today to draw on our inner wisdom. Apurva. And TikTok. So the first thing that occurs to me is scrolling on TikTok. Is that a habit that you're trying to overcome? Are you spending a lot of time scrolling on YouTube or social media? It could be that you are holding yourself back by a habit of too much internet consumption. And if this is not for you, I have no doubt that it will ring true for others that are here. But as you open up your hands and release your scrolling just for 24 hours, this is a good challenge for me too, I have to admit. Just for 24 hours, may I have more quiet? May I close my eyes to visual stimulation coming through my devices? I feel like something's going on for you, Apurva. I don't know. It I'm sensing it's about relationships. I'm looking at the scenery here, which is a desert. And I feel like there's something that you've been wanting, you've been praying for, possibly a reconnection of some kind. There could be somebody in your family who you haven't contacted for a while that you are needing the quiet time to settle yourself and prepare for somebody to come in that you're not aware of. Okay. You're not aware of how much they want to connect with you. So, TikTok is these tiny little videos, right? And I look at all these little symbols, all of these ideas that are flooding into your mind because of social media, right? So for the next 24 hours, Apurva, let's do this. Let's take, hang on, I just want to look here. What my Let's take 24-hour time out from social media and see what happens. Be sure to come back and let me know. Would you? Okay, moving forward. If you're visiting me, welcome. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, and I don't usually come on at this time of day, so I'm glad you're coming to check me out. If you'd like for me to draw you a card for the next 24 hours, just let me know. It's easy peasy. Meanwhile, I'm going to draw a card for the collective. For those of you who are here watching, lurking in the shadows. Let's pull apart. What do you need to know for the next 24 hours? Okay, so if you're watching this right now, this is for you. There is no accident that you're here watching this reading with me. As we turn this card, my eyes, of course, run to the figure in the bathtub. And I wonder how long it's been since you've had a good soak, where you've been able to submerge yourself in healing water and allow yourself quiet in a nice warm soak. There's something about the energy here to the sea. Perhaps you've been having a call to go to the beach. Where's the nearest water to where you are? Is there a river nearby? Are you near a sea or a lake? Because I see this figure. Can you see the angel in the air? There's something about, I need to close my door because Murphy's going to start barking. I know Murphy, it's okay. My faithful little watchdog. We keep an eye for what's coming in the neighborhood. There's some it's true that when you're near a body of water, you feel differently. There's something about our human nature that enjoys being near water. Could it be that your body is actually a container of water? I don't remember the figure, but it's something like 75% of our body is actually watery. So for you in this next 24 hours, your challenge is to get yourself near water. Is there a river near you? Is there a puddle near you? I'm not even kidding. Looking at water that's gathered together, there's a clue for you. You may see a reflection in it that draws you to a place of inner peace. The first reading today, hi Sandra. The first reading today was about turning off our devices for 24 hours. So perhaps that will work for you. And if the best you can do is go take a shower and allow water to wash over your body, I would sincerely do that with the instruction, create an intention that you want to hear from the angelic realm. This could also be a sign that your future self, that part of you that already knows your answer, that future version of you is waiting for you to quiet yourself down, that you can listen. Okay? Sandra, welcome, Sandra. You have been to so many readings over the years, and I appreciate you so much. So, in this next 24 hours, what is your call, the call in your life, the next 24 hours? Oh, I love this card, Sandra. Why? Why? You have children. I'm a mom, and kids are in their 40s now. I appreciate you too, Sandra. I'm putting my hands on my heart. But this really is a funny part for me because you worked with children. I know that you worked with children in the past. And children, I would say up to the age of like 6, are constantly saying, why? Why is this? Why is that? Why do I have to go to bed right now? Why do I need to do my homework? Why do I need to forgive my friend? All of these whys that start off when we are children, insanely curious, all right? So there's a call on your life Sarah, in the next 24 hours to open the book of curiosity. Okay? Open the book of curiosity. Curiosity is one of what I call your inner senses. It's something internal that you cannot fake. Can you fake curiosity? Absolutely not. In fact, even tuning into this reading right now, you're curious. You know that every time we draw a card is different. Isn't that true, Sandra? Not one single reading over time has been the same because our numbers and the story that's in the card changes by the day. If you had the same card pulled for you next week, a whole different story might come forward. I'm feeling like this curiosity is what really is going to guide you. Okay. So, what I suggest is that you take a journaling page and write this question. Okay. Write this question. Hang on. Let me pull it up for you. It's like the inner Google where I go to search for the idea within that will guide us. Okay, good. Now, Sandra, have you ever tried journaling with both hands? Not both hands at the same time. Well, although you could try that, but a really cool way of journaling is to write your question with your dominant hand and then switch hands over here and write the answer with your non-dominant hand. What that does is it opens your mind. It uses a part of your brain that you usually don't know how to use. In fact, some people are so awkward writing with their non-dominant hand that the best they can do is scribble. And scribbling will work because it allows you an expression. Some of our uh, how we think about things are simply that it's a habit, and a habit is something that you can change. So I want with your right hand, write down why is it so hard for me and fill in the blank? Why is it so hard for me? And then whatever it is you want about, right? And switch hands and then allow yourself to either write an answer. You're going to be answering yourself. An idea will come up, or you might be more comfortable just scribbling on the page and let your thoughts think, right? Let your mind think while you're scribbling and just think to yourself, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to get the thing I'm wanting? And then what I want you to do is to just consider that there may be a clue for you in this next 24 hours. I'm not saying that the journaling necessarily will scratch the itch, but there's something about waking up a part of your brain that can only be used when you're using your non dominant hand. Okay. The next 24 hours, try the journaling technique with your non dominant hand. Also, eat with your non-dominant hand at least one time in 24 hours. And the last one is, are you ready? Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Why? Because I feel you are going to learn something very deep about yourself in the next 24 hours that will change a lot of your goals. Okay. Sandra, you know that I have been teaching for a long time, and I know that you have practiced some of these suggestions. So, whatever it is that you're wanting, be sure to focus on this next 24 hours. Okay. Hi, Nisa. Hi, Voyageurs, France. And I see that you've written a word there that I don't know how to read. I can't translate. And Rohit, hi, Rohit. I think that you've been here visiting me before. You are so welcome, Sandra. Be sure to email me patternbreakertarot at Gmail. Let me know what's going on with you because I really feel this next 24 hours is going to be key. Okay, so Rohit is asking about a reunion. So Rohit, I don't know when you're going to have a connection with um, Ankita. I don't know. However, I do know that your guardian angel, that your guides want to help you. Okay. I want to help you. So here's a message. What is important for the next 24 hours for you, Rohit? I know that you are focused on that reunion. Let's see what the source has for you. Okay. Okay. Um, I'm just holding my hand on my heart right now because I have a heart for you. I know how hard it is when all you're thinking about is your person. Your person is on your mind when you wake up in the morning, and your person's on your mind when you go to sleep. And finding a reunion with your person has taken up a lot of your energy. What I know about manifesting is that if you have a desperate energy or you're craving something so deeply it distracts you from the rest of your life for 24 hours, it would be a huge blessing for you and for Ankita if you could take your attention away from this problem. There is a community of people around you right now, Rohit. There are people that you see every day, either at work or in your family, in your neighborhood. There are people that live near you. You see them when they come and go from work or from other places. This community of people that does not include Ankita. I'm not saying forget that person forever. No, 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 no. I just want to have you step separate from that for 24 hours and concentrate on noticing. Just notice who is around your life right now that you see every day. Can you turn your thoughts to those people? Can you say to them, I hope you have a great day? You're looking good today. Is something happy happening in your life? You're radiant today. What's going on that's making you shine like you are? Be curious about the people in your life. Take 24 hours off. Every time you think of Ankita, here's one of the things that I do when my mind is running amok. You guys, do you know what I mean? Hit the thumbs up there if you know what I mean. When your mind runs amok, what does that mean? Your mind captures you and holds you in a pattern that's very dissatisfying, right? Anybody out there? Let me create some magic. Hit that little heart. You can do it. Because the truth is that we are together as a team, and all of us can resonate with this. I don't care what it is that you're trying to manifest. When you're too focused on it, it can't get done. So I wear elasticized bracelets. This one has a lot of healing crystals. I just love this bracelet. And if I was trying to stop obsessing, so my situation is that I have a family member. I really wish that that family member would contact me. I do. Sometimes I can be frustrated and I can feel disconnected and disrespected. And I can think all kinds of thoughts about this person that are not helpful. So I'll make a decision 24 hours every time I feel dissatisfied or feel like something's unfair. Why isn't that person contacting me? I'll take my wrist bracelet off and I'll put it on my other wrist. And we'll just use that as a tool to keep my mind away from obsessing for 24 hours. Okay, Rohit? I believe with all my heart that if you can take your mind away from this, that Akita may reach out to you because I believe he or she will feel the difference between your craving and your release. Okay. So, see how there's kind of a line here where this part of the sky is clear and this part of the sky is murky? I feel so clearly, Rohit, that as you turn away from trying to make something happen here and step off into the unknown. You're going to loosen up the energy around your reunion. Okay. So good luck to you, my friend. Good luck to you. Hey, Misa, welcome. Let's draw a card for Misa. Misa, what is it that you need to know in the next 24 hours? Let's see. You are welcome. Yes, Rohit, I know it's hard to think about taking a rest from over analyzing everything, but your brain will thank me for this as you are. I would definitely listen to some music, Rohit. Find some music, a music list that really uplifts you, and listen to some music. It will help you refocus. Okay. And Misa, let's see what we have. Okay, Misa. So it looks to me like you are facing a decision, that you are at a fork in the road where you can choose one direction or the other. So I'm very glad that you're here today so that I can bring some comfort to you. There may be somebody listening right now. You just tuned into the reading right now, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I'm facing a big decision. Could this reading be for me? And I would say yes, because in the live readings, birds of a feather flock together. And Misa, you are not the only person who's feeling a little bit confused right now. The choices that are ahead can be intimidating. I don't want to make a mistake. Can you relate, Misa? I don't want to make a mistake. So instead of moving forward, see, oh, there's a bright light right ahead of you. This oval shape here is like a portal. And when we move from one story of our life to the next, it is a little bit scary. It is. But look at the banner that's hanging here. I noticed that it's a lot longer than the other flags. And as it drops forward here, I noticed that the red diamonds are here. And I believe that's calling your attention, Misa. There's something about your family of origin that you need to make peace with. You have to choose what is in your best interest. If there are family members that are not clear, they don't see it for you, but you feel so drawn. There's a magnetism pulling you forward into a different choice for your life. That's when we need to be true to our own heart. Your family loves you. They may not understand why you would take this choice. For example, it could be moving to a new place, it could be having a relationship with someone outside of your culture. But whatever it is, it's critical that you decide what is best for you. In this next 24 hours, I want you to make sure that you look at each option truthfully and spend some time. If I take this choice, if I go in this direction, you could write this down. Journaling is so helpful. If I go in this direction, this is what my life will look like. Okay. And just be real. This is only between you and you. Got it? Then let your other choice come into your mindset. If I go in this direction, this is what will be true for my life. Doing this process can be so helpful when you're facing a hard decision. What I will point out to you too with the number 13, 13 is represented by the death card in tarot, and that would always mean something is ending. Something is closing. So it is important that you focus on this next 24 hours, Lisa, because there is a time crunch here and there's no fruit standing still. Notice this reindeer here is got a saddle on it, right? and tied to the decision. This animal has a natural desire to move. We humans can tie ourselves to something and stay stuck forever. But in the animal kingdom, this would not happen. So take advantage of the energy in this next 24 hours and evaluate your choices. You can't go wrong. Whatever choice you take is simply going to open a new book in your life, a new story. You will meet people either way. You'll have disappointments and successes either way. I believe that your inner being is drawing you forward to your best choice. Okay. Oh, one last thing. There are people you know who could help you. There are people that you can ask, and a trusted advisor that you could ask, if I take this choice, what do you think might happen? If I take that choice, what do you see as my best outcome? Because trusting someone for a full opinion can be very helpful, but you still have to do what it is that your heart is calling you for. That's the bottom line for all of us. Okay, let me sit. You're sure welcome, Misa. Welcome, everybody. This is a surprise party. I did not know I was throwing it till about 40 minutes ago. And I love pulling up here by surprise so that people who maybe haven't heard my readings before or they've never been to a tarot party, that you can experience what happens. Usually I'm doing readings a little bit earlier in the day. So welcome, my friends. I'm Catherine. This is a Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we're all about breaking the patterns that are holding us back for what it is we're wanting to create in our lives. Okay, so next 24 hours, Charlene, welcome. Let's pull a card for Charlene. Charlene, hold your situation in your mind. Spirit knows. Spirit knows what's going on. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, Treasure Island. Okay, Charlene. Have you just had a move, or are you is your life turning in that direction where a move is in the future? Because it does look like the energy around this card is about a move. So if you don't have a physical move that's upcoming, then where I would spin it for you, Charlene, is that there's a move internally, a change of states. Okay. So I'm going to read the story, first of all, around the change of states. I live in the United States, and there are 50 states in our country. Okay, I'm in Tennessee. If I want to go to Louisiana, I have to make a plan, get myself a ticket, or get into the car and fill it up with gas. But I have to make a plan to get from the state of Tennessee to the state of Louisiana. So with this turtle card, which I love, this sea turtle, first of all, sea turtles have to come to the surface to catch a breath. So right away, for you, Charlene, I recommend you look up. There's um, a wonderful website. It's called Breathe with Sandy. Breathe with Sandy. Let me just write that down so you can see it. Breathe with Sandy is a wonderful website or YouTube channel that has short Breathe with Sandy. It has short videos that guide breathing. And it seems like so many people breathe shallow and they're not fully oxygenated, which can really bring up your stress level. So, conscious breathing, I think, will help you in this next 24 hours. If you've been in a state of confusion, you want to move to a state of ease. If you've been in a state of loneliness, you want to move to a state of peace of mind. When you're wanting to move from state to state, it's important to get centered. I am a strong believer in meditation. And there are so many wonderful meditation videos that you can use. I use an app called The Way, and I love it. It's Henry Shookman is such a good teacher. I wish I could turn y'all into fans of Henry. He does offer 12 free sessions in the app. It's called The Way, and it's very good for changing states because changing states of mind is critical. Okay, so something's going on for you, Darlene, in this next 24 hours, where spirit is saying your treasure is wherever you are. If you're in the state of loneliness or in the state of sadness, you're carrying your treasure with you. And that simple change of direction will empower you to find the peace of mind you're looking for. Are you a fan of Abraham Hicks? Abraham Hicks, right here on YouTube, they're continually teaching people how to find the peace of mind that makes everything happen. Okay. Now, if you're going to move physically, let's say you are facing a move and it is causing you some distraction. If you're going into a physical move, this is a good card for you with our 9 up there, which is showing that something is coming into completion. And don't worry, you're always carrying the treasures of your heart wherever you go. Wherever you go, your treasure goes with you. Indeed, you are an island in consciousness with your treasures close to your heart. Okay?
So as we go forward here, important for you to take into heart what it is that you're wanting to achieve here. Okay, going from one state of mind to the other, or moving to one geographical place to the other. Either way, within this next 24 hours, reassure yourself that wherever you go, your treasure goes with you. Okay? Thank you. And thank you, Janice, for being here and for letting me know that my sound has not been great. And so I'm wondering if this is better. Hold on just for a second. Let's see if I can make an adjustment. Okay. Okay. All right. You're welcome, Charlene. I hope you could hear me okay. Sometimes I have technical difficulty, but I will go forward and let you guys see and hear best you can, okay? All right, so Janice, you are here. So let me pull a card. What's going on for you for the next 24 hours? Okay, so Janice, what I'm seeing here is I love this poised. In the next 24 hours, it's important for you to appreciate about your life and about yourself right now that you are poised. Okay, poised. In fact, what I would do, Janice is a client of mine, and we use some resources together. And one of them is called Word Hippo. Word Hippo is an app where you can find different words that mean poised. And so, Janice, what I'm wanting for you is to acknowledge how poised you are. When you've grown up kind of socially awkward, where you felt ill at ease when you go to people's houses and you just don't feel like yourself unless you're home or unless you're with your pets, you might look up the word poised and think, I'm not poised. I'm nervous. My natural state is to be anxious, which is the opposite of poised. But what I see here in this figure is fearlessness. It's like, I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I only enjoy the energy that is me. I don't need to match other people's expectations. I don't have to dance to somebody else's music. I am able to maintain my divine presence no matter where I go. This dancing, are you dancing enough, Janice? Do you need to put on one of my favorite tricks with movement is to make a playlist either on YouTube or Spotify or whatever music app you listen to. Find the songs that were popular when you were about 14 years old, 14, 15 years old. When you put that on, your body will have a hard time sitting still. Your body will spring up and it will be joyful with that music from that era, okay? Hi, baby G. So, when it's so important for this next 24 hours that you move your body joyfully and then also investigate the word poised and know that Source is calling you to acknowledge it in yourself. I am poised to be able to look into the mirror and look right into your own eyes and say, I am poised. And the third piece, go to word hippo and look up other words that mean the same as poised, okay? Moving forward, we're now, hi Baby G. Baby G, I would love to pull a card for you. What we're doing right now is to see what's happening. What does Source want for you to know for the next 24 hours? Look at how this card just dropped out. So Baby G, we know that you are here for a purpose. You may have just arrived, and if that's the case, welcome. And the card comes up upside down. So what that shows me is that this message is really important. Whatever is going on in the next 24 hours, it's important that you listen in. If you just dropped in and you're here, you didn't even plan on getting a reading today, and here you are, you can claim the energy of this reading because we are a collective and the readings are really here for all of us. Okay, so Baby G, buy the book. Now, for the next 24 hours, it's really important that you honor the rules. Okay, I'm not sure what this is about. It could be about your job. It could be that when you're working, you just feel like they're not treating you right. When you're working, it's some of the way they want to do things does not feel good. And maybe roll your eyes part of the time and think, I just don't like doing this way. But what you're not realizing, Baby G, is that when you're beginning something, the boss never wants to hear your bright ideas. The people you work with don't care about what you think. Oh, I'm so sorry to say that, but it's okay because when you have the discipline and the respect to do things the way that they write down by the book, you earn respect, you earn credit, and you will be promoted. You will be celebrated because your ability to do things the way it's supposed to be is going to show them something about your character, Baby G. You have passion. Let's take it to a relationship. Let's just say that there's a relationship here that is difficult and you are straining because what you feel is being demanded of you isn't fair. So, same thing. Go to your own heart first. Make sure that you are operating out of integrity, love, and forgiveness and patience. Yes, okay. All right. There's something about that with and I you know what I was thinking that too, Baby G, because your own father and I was thinking of this as a family too. But in some cultures, when we disrespect our parent, it causes all kinds of problems. But when you become an adult, you need to have the ability to speak your mind and act for yourself. But I'm just saying to you, baby G, just 24 hours. For 24 hours, can you release yourself from needing your father to take care of your feelings? And Janice, if she were listening, she would pop in here and she would say to you that making peace with your parent changes everything. Okay. And I appreciate the support of your boyfriend right now, but I'm saying there's something you're not seeing. So here's what I want you to do, baby G. Would you like a little advice? Look in the mirror, look at yourself in the eye, and say, even though I don't know how, I'm respecting my father more right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm learning to trust my father now. Even though I don't know how, I hold my father with respect right now. As you use that affirmation just for 24 hours, it's going to have a big impact, okay? It, it's, it's easy sometimes to cut off our parents when we're upset because you don't see what your father sees. He's older than you. And so just for 24 hours, allow yourself to release that ill will that you hold towards your father. He may not be fair with you. I appreciate that. But in certain cultures around the world, having respect means everything. And you don't have to say it to him like, "Oh, Father, I respect you." You don't have to do that if that's not what you can do. But I want you to do it internally, okay? It will. I don't know why. This party today about the next 24 hours, I'm not sure what Spirit is doing in your lives. I do private videos for people, of course, and I love to tell a deeper story in a private video. But with one card in 24 hours is just a little baby teaspoonful of advice for you, okay? Bhargavi, I see you peeked into the room. Welcome, Bhargavi. Let's see what it is the next 24 hours. Can you guys hear me okay? I had some audio problems. Somebody let me know. Can you hear me okay? Okay, so this one is coming upside down, Bhargavi, so it means pay attention, okay? What is going on for the next 24 hours? Okay, so those of you who are just popping in to visit, welcome. I'm Catherine, Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we're all about breaking the patterns that are holding us back from what it is that we're wanting, okay? So, Bhargavi, so today, for 24 hours, Source feels that there's something in you that is orphaned. There's a part of you you're not aware of. A part of you is cut off. Okay? And so let me just take that in. The 5 is suggesting some disorder, discord. There's something about your personality. It could be a habit that you have. Sometimes it could be something like smoking cigarettes or eating the wrong food or spending too much time scrolling. That was the very first card I drew today, was about taking 24 hours off of scrolling. But there's a part of you that is cut off. And how do you know what it is, Bhargavi? What's bothering you? What comes up over and over again? The easiest way to find it is to think to your, okay, social media, excellent. So all right, if we're going to use social media, that there's a part of yourself when you're on social media, there's a part of you that is not activated. Okay, so let's just use our banners up here. That I'm just going to just shoot off some examples. So there's a part of you that goes out and purchases your food at the market. There's a part of you that is activated when you're at work. There's if you are a dancer or there's a sport that you enjoy. For example, let's say that you do love to dance. When you go dancing, this banner represents a part of you that's being used for dancing, right? And so there's a part of you that's used for cooking. There's a part of your mind that focuses on your family. There's a part of you that focuses on nature, etc. And so there's a part of you right now that's being ignored. And that part of you has so many gifts. That creative part, there's a spark there. And this isolated part of yourself has really been wanting to come out. So I wouldn't be surprised, Bhargavi, if in your mind, when you're scrolling too much, that all of a sudden you feel it. It's like, I shouldn't be doing this, but then you keep scrolling. That would be this part of you knocking at the door. In fact, I'm going to use my bell here because this is a moment to take note. Remember, the card came through upside down. If you guys are just visiting here and you just popped in by accident, you were scrolling, which makes it kind of ironic, because if you weren't scrolling, you wouldn't have found this reading. So I appreciate that. But for this 24 hours, just 24 hours, take at least 1 hour off where you would absolutely take your, that you would take, hang on just for a second, there. If you would take your mind and your eyes off of your social media just for a little bit, like for an hour, the more the better. And then you can ask yourself, you can say inner being, that's what you could call yourself, your inner being. This is my picture. I love, well, it's not a picture, it's actually a little statue. But this is my depiction of the inner being. There's a part of you that just loves you so much. The part of you that's nagging you a little bit about spending so much time online, right? That part of you only does it because it loves you. Look at how opposite this is, where a part of you is feeling alone and nobody cares about that part. And your inner being is saying, no, no, no. There's great affection here for you. To use this next 24 hours to take a break from social media. Now, Bhargavi, you come to my readings a lot, so I will be checking back in with you and you let me know, okay? There's going to be abundant fruit for you when you take control of that social media habit. Okay, let's just see who else is here. Only one reading, baby G, only one reading. And what I'm reading today is the energy around the next 24 hours. The energy came up about your relationship with your father, okay? So take the advice and practice respect towards your father, and then come back, because I do love and romance readings, and I look forward to pulling that card for you. Okay, let's pull a card for the collective. You who are watching right now, who are listening to my voice, thank you so much for stopping in to visit me today. This pop-up party is all about what you can do in the next 24 hours to shake up your energy. Whatever it is you're wanting, whatever it is, this is a card right here of don't give up, okay? So if you're listening right now and there's something going on, excellent, Bhargavi. Absolutely. I mean, coloring in coloring books is such an easy way to step back into creativity and to start to express yourself creatively. However, if you play an instrument, even better. If you love to dance, that's a great opener for spirit to come in and create something for you. So definitely just 24 hours. That's all spirit's calling you for, okay? And baby G, thank you. Thank you for those hearts, because for 24 hours, it's okay for you to take your focus off of your boyfriend and put it toward your mindset around your father, because no matter what happens with your future relationships, you do need to always have peace about your family. And I know it's not easy, trust me. I know it's not easy, but that's why Source is just asking for 24 hours. Thank you for all those hearts. I love you guys. Okay, so who of you here, you're looking for something, you're waiting for something. Maybe you want to be married. Maybe you want a new job. Maybe you want to travel. What is it? Source is telling you, don't give up. You have to go the distance. And even though you may feel like you're going in slow motion because you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, the truth is that you are going faster than you can imagine. The cheetah is the fastest animal on the planet. So even though you feel like you're dragging along and you'll never get there, Source wants you to know that is not true. Now look at these stars. Can you see the stars that are lying along the path? And we have a couple of more above. I picked these stars to be part of the reading today, all of these different crystals supporting us, because there's something about healing. In this next 24 hours, there is a call on you to honor what has been healed already, okay? A lot of times when all we're doing is asking Source for more, 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 we're just not satisfied. There's not enough good yet. Gratitude is part of what needs to happen. It's like a remedy. Gratitude and appreciation are like vitamins for manifesting. It always works. So I love how the cheetah is in mid-air. The feet are not on the ground. And in order to bring to you what it is you're wanting, okay, this flag, the winner's flag, is in the picture. Appreciation is your key. So walk around your house today, next 24 hours. What do you appreciate about your life? Do you appreciate this reading? Is it empowering, encouraging you? Then you hit the thumbs up, right? You make a sign of appreciation. You speak your appreciation. When you pick up your groceries today, when you go to the store, say to the clerk, I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me. Anybody who helps you, use that word, I appreciate you. There's something very magical about that phrase, I appreciate you. So, how I practice it, I will go around my house and I will appreciate the things in my house. The curtains that are up next to my window, I will speak. I appreciate you, curtains. Now, I know that's a little bit flaky to some people because I think, well, the curtains can't speak back to you. Well, I know, but they do have energy. And the people that created the curtains put care into it. And so when I appreciate these curtains and I touch them and I am just grateful that I have these beautiful curtains, my energy shifts. And you may not understand why that helps. I don't either, quite frankly. But there's a book, it's called Thank and Grow Rich by Pam Grout. And the whole book is all these experiments about using the power of appreciation. 24 hours. Start making a list. You could write it down. How many things can you appreciate in your life in the next 24 hours? It is going to help you go the distance. Don't give up. Hiya, foodie. How are you? Welcome back. I'm doing a little surprise party today, and I'm glad that you spotted it. So I'm drawing cards to see what is it Spirit wants you to know for the next 24 hours. Let's take a peek. Hey, foodie. And this is coming up in the reverse, which for me, hey, foodie, is a sign that this is important. Okay, so I'm glad you happened by. And if there are other people here, you're new to my channel, welcome, hang out. Let's look at what this card is, because chances are there's a message here for you, my friend. Okay, so hey, foodie. So this is a transitional card. It looks to me like there's a pretty radical change that's going on around you. Are you moving soon? Are you starting a new position? Did you just start a new relationship? All of these things, or one of them, could be going on here, or it could be more of an internal struggle for you. We're caught between two worlds. So what Spirit wants you to know is that this is a really good thing, what's going on right now, even though it may not feel correct, even though it may feel challenging. The truth is that the way things used to be is black and white. It's not vibrant. It's ashy colored. It's diminished. On the other side is this fantastic flamboyant energy. I always tease that flamingos are my spirit animal because flamingos are unabashedly, they're unashamed, they're unembarrassed by their pinkness. They are awkward looking animals. I mean, look at how the beak is formed, that hook beak. But do you know that it's so perfectly formed that when they dip and put their head into the water, and they are upside down, right? Because their head is in the water. This beak is shaped perfectly for picking up food, the little animals, the little fish that are in the coastal waters. And so even though they're awkward looking and they get a lot of attention. If there was a flamingo in your neighborhood, you would notice. I used to have when I lived in Mexico, I had a flamingo piece of garden art, and it makes me want to get one again for myself right now, because you're being called, hey foodie, you are being called to a different version of yourself. And right now, whatever you're in between, it's just feeling awkward. Okay, awkward is normal, it's natural, and it's okay. Being willing to walk forward to this new environment is going to pay off huge. So what I want you to do for the next 24 hours is just look at your options and look where you're leaning. Which option is going to allow you to be your full self? Which option will support you as you're going forward right now? And then write down a list of the aspects. Abraham Hicks calls it positive aspects, where you write down the things that are positive about your upcoming, the world that you're entering. And then for extra credit, you want to write down the positive aspects of what you're leaving. For example, let's say you're working for a job that is not, it pays well, but it's sucking your soul. You don't feel like you're being supported at your old work. So you're adventuring out to a new situation. Rather than collect all the ill will and the negatives of the situation you're leaving, write down the things that you appreciate about it. There could be a person in this world who you've gotten to know because you were there. It could be that there was some support, but it wasn't enough to really help you shine. But this time between worlds, this next 24 hours, the universe wants you to know the direction you're going in is very positive. And you are in an awkward stage. A good affirmation is, even though I don't know how, I'm feeling so much better now. It's just so simple. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling much more settled now. Even though I don't know how, I'm accepting where I am right now. For the next 24 hours, don't fight yourself. Allow yourself to see the vision of what's in your future. Okay, foodie? As always, I encourage you guys to write to me at patternbreakertarot@gmail.com if you want to let me know what's going on. I always love to hear from you. If you would like to have a reading, I do private videos for people who would like that. People who need a deeper story, I make private videos. I would love to do that for you. You can find the information at manifestfaster.com. And there's lots of free resources there and a lot of information for your manifesting practice, okay? So check that out, hey foodie, would you? You are so welcome. I'm glad you were here to receive your message. Anybody here who I haven't read a card for, let me know. I'm going to be here for a little bit longer. So if you're here and you just joined me, go ahead and add your name and say hi, and I'll draw you a card. Let me just grab my juice. Who else would like a card drawn? Highly favored and blessed. Ooh, I love your handle, Raquel. Hi. I'm happy to draw a card for you. Thank you for stopping by. I don't remember your name, so perhaps you're new to my channel. Welcome. I'm Catherine, and we are all about breaking the patterns that are holding us back from what it is that we are wanting. And Spirit has a message for you, Raquel, in the next 24 hours. Let's check it out. For our friend Raquel, who is highly favored and blessed. I love that. I join you with that. I am highly favored and blessed myself. Okay, so we do have the card being upside down, which Raquel in my system means that this message is extra important. It's like putting an exclamation point on it. So Source meant for you to be here. Serendipity. Okay, so I love, first of all, there's a movie called Serendipity. If you haven't seen it, it's a really fun fairy tale of love. So I would recommend you take a peek at it. It's a really good movie. But something is going on for you, Raquel. You are, of course, with the 4-leaf clover, we have luck. Okay, so there's something about being lucky. Okay, so I really think, Raquel, I sincerely believe there is something going on in the next 24 hours. It's a stroke of luck. Okay, so there's a stroke of luck, meaning you can expect some kind of good news within 24 hours from now. So it is just 2 o'clock Central Time here in the States. And so write it down. Write down something lucky is happening in the next 24 hours, and then sign it. Okay, something lucky is happening for me before July 17th at 2 p.m. Okay, write it down. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I sure am, because there is something about your energy. You right now, there's a sense of release. You may have just been through something where you finally decided, look, then no more. I'm not going to let that bother me anymore. I'm going to clear myself of this situation. It could be an ex, it could be a job that you're letting go of, it could be this, it could be a family relationship that's kind of toxic, and you've just made a decision that you are going to do something different. Okay, this luck that's coming your way is going to surprise you. It could be something really small. You could find something of value. Somebody could give you something. One time I was at a theater, and I was waiting in line to get a beverage, and somebody walked up to me and they handed me a coupon that was good for a free beverage. That was a little surprise, right? It was a small surprise, but it was out of the blue. I happened to be in line at the same time that the man was who wanted to gift someone. Serendipity is about being in the right place at the right time. So watch for a blessing. And it might be smaller than you think, but when something surprising happens, I just know you're going to flash back to this reading, Raquel, and you're going to think to yourself, oh, that's it. It's just what Catherine was talking about. Okay, my friend? And next we have CS, and then we have Priyanka. So any messages for MD? Okay, so what this is today, CS, is I'm looking into the next 24 hours, what Source has for you. So if you want to wonder about MD, that's hold that energy, and I'm going to read your energy for the next 24 hours. And Priyanka, you don't need to ask more than one time, okay? I see that you are looking for a relationship piece of reading, and again, I will show you. You're welcome, Raquel. I hope that you can relate to that. Remember, check out my website, manifestfaster.com, and there's lots of free resources over there, and fill out the contact form. I would just love to get to know you a little bit better. Okay, so CS, the situation with MD, what is it that you need to know about it? Again, this is upside down, so it's just showing me there's like an exclamation point. It's a very important message for you, CS. Okay, so CS, what I'm noticing here is that our angel has their back turned. Their back is turned. They're facing away. So here's the light. And normally we hear things about following the light. That is so important, right? Follow the light. But in this depiction, we see the figure is going the opposite direction. I'm also noticing the stars, and I have the stars down here. And what that is signifying is healing. So there's something going on right now for you, CS, around healing. And you are being called to turn around and seek the light. All right. The direction you're going in right now is taking you away from the light. So when it comes to DM, I don't know what this connection is or what it is you're thinking that you want, but Source wants you. Source knows exactly what you need to live well. That's one of my favorite affirmations. Source knows exactly what I need to live well. And so for 24 hours, it's not the end of the world, it's not too long of a time. Turn your face to Source. Put your person into the background and turn around and seek Source. If you're a meditator, if you do yoga, these are things that will help you, but there's something drawing you away from your highest good here. And so Source knows. I mean, look at how prayerful and how careful our figure is, because they do want to follow what is best for everyone. But the fact that they're going away from the light is a little bit of a concern. Okay, my friend? So just 24 hours, release your concern about your person and see if you can find 10 things. Okay, CS? 10 things about your life right now that I would say, wow, you are blessed. What are 10 blessings having and coming toward you right now that don't have anything to do with your person? For some reason, Source is really wanting you to get a feeling of how blessed you are. And as you count your blessings, that will turn you back and put your mindset centered on Source. Okay? Very interesting readings today. I'm going to go and put timestamps afterwards, so that you guys can come back and review your reading, so you can look for those later in the afternoon. So Priyanka, you have a relationship situation. So again, these readings today are for the next 24 hours. If you're resonant with the reading, hit the thumbs up. Complete the loop where we are connected energetically. You are absolutely, thank you so much, Priyanka. Hit that thumbs up. I know it feels weird, but I can actually feel energy. I sense it with goosebumps and what have you. And when you do hit the thumbs up, we are collaborating. You're part of the creative process. Okay, thank you, Priyanka. Okay, again, we have another one. I'm so glad you're here, Priyanka. What we're finding here is that this card coming up in the reverse means pay attention. This message is directly for you. Okay. Oh, CS, thank you for sharing that. When you're feeling a bit negative, it's a confirmation of this. It's how spirit gets a hold of you. If you go inward, go to spirit by counting your blessings, you will lift your spirits. It could be that you need to see the truth about a situation, and spirit knows what you need. Okay. So Priyanka, let's take a look here. So you're curious about a relationship situation. Okay. Very interesting card. Okay, so I am familiar with the Bible, and in the Bible there's the 23rd Psalm, and the 23rd Psalm is all about finding peace, which I think is an ironic card for me to pull for you today. So in the sacred books of your spiritual sacred books, whatever it is, because I read across culture and across religions, because I respect all religions that are at their core all about love, right? So there's something here that's calling me to notice that the holy books may be part of your solution here. I wonder if that makes sense to you, Priyanka. Is maybe your relationship is outside your religion or culture? Is that true? If that's the case, then it would be real important to consider this. So next 24 hours. Here we have an egg. Now we know that the egg is not finished. Isn't that true? That eggs are just the beginning of creation. Of course, we can eat eggs for breakfast. I'm not talking about that kind of egg. I'm talking about the egg where there's a baby in it, a baby bird or a baby lizard or a baby turtle, other animals that are born in eggs. But there is something gestating. There's something in your relationship department. Now, I don't know if it's about a specific person or if it's about you. And my gut feeling is this is about you, that you're who you are in a relationship. Who you are is not finished developing. Now you might be young. If you're younger than 25, then that's true, because human beings, our brains don't even finish developing until we're 25. So it might be that you're young and that your desires for a relationship are not mature. Honestly, people probably shouldn't get married before they're 25, because you're not going to make fully adult decisions. And it's ironic because you feel adult. I married my husband when I was 21 and we were divorced decades later. There were so many differences, and I didn't know how to be Catherine. I was trying to be that person's wife. I was trying to act in a way I thought I was supposed to act, but by doing that, I closed myself off from who I was in many ways, okay? And so, in 24 hours here, um, hang on a second. Hi, Kareen. Welcome. Yes, absolutely. Let me just see here. Priyanka, in this next 24 hours, I want you to focus on yourself. I want you to see the face in this egg, that you stop and make a list of what makes you a terrific partner. Do an audit. Take all of 24 hours. Stop thinking about the person and start understanding what is important for you. I see this ring floating off here in the clouds, so I'm feeling like your desire is to be married or committed. And I want that for you too. But it's very important that you heal the parts of your heart that have been broken by the past, and that you mature yourself and your ideals before you make plans to go forward. Make peace with the heartbreak from your past, and make peace with your faith, and make sure that you are in alignment with what will be your ideal partnership. If sharing faith with your partner is important, don't compromise on that, okay? 24 hours, allow yourself to pursue peace. A great affirmation, you can look right in the mirror and you can say, even though I don't know how, I'm feeling so much peace right now. Even though I don't know how, it's easy to focus on peace right now. As you turn your heart towards peace and let everything else go just for 24 hours, I think you're going to get a sign around your relationship that's really going to help you, okay? And Kareen, welcome. I don't know that I recognize your name. I don't know if you've been here before, so welcome. I hope, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, and let's connect, and I will draw a card for you. So we are money and travel. Okay, cool. So again, these readings today are for the next 24 hours. So as you hold your goal, okay, hang on, I'm just looking at, okay, awesome. This is so good. Thank you for sharing, Priyanka. This was very good then. Thank you for putting your comment in there, because it is so true that you must not give away what are your core values. You need to develop that confidence that no matter who you're with, you are still honored. Okay, excellent reading for you. I'm going to put the timestamps and you guys can come back and review your reading. So, Kareen, yes. So, let me take a sip. Where on the globe do you live, Kareen? Pop that in there. I'd love to know. It's so fun to have these parties. I live in Tennessee, and we could do a party here where you could come over and we could have tea together. It'd be so fun. But the cost of travel's a little tough, and so instead we get to have the parties here. And I just love that. So tell me where you're watching from. I would love to know. So for Kareen, Jamaica. I deeply love Jamaica. I've visited several times, and I, I'm kind of speechless because I get goosebumps when I think about the food and the music and the people. So bless you in Jamaica. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. I'll use my imagination, pretend that I am. Okay, so for Kareen with travel and money, in the next 24 hours, what is it that Spirit has for you, Kareen? And, ooh, nice. Now, are you a deliberate creator? Do you know about manifesting? Do you know who Neville is by chance? Do you listen to Abraham Hicks on YouTube? All of these resources are hugely important in my work. The teachers who have been teaching for centuries that what you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. The power of your thoughts is so important. And so, for this card for you, my friend Kareen, Neville teaches, and some people have a hard time with this. It's kind of controversial. Should I say the controversial thing? But it is controversial to consider that your imagination is God, that your imagination is what is creative, that we create first in our imagination before anything happens. Okay, so whoever was the artist that created this piece, they had to imagine it before they created it. The creator of this deck of cards, Colette Baron Reed, when she decided to create this deck of cards, this happened in her imagination first. Okay, and so your imagination is the only way to enter into a new relationship with money and travel. Now, Neville is a native of Barbados, and Barbados is down there in the Caribbean also, right? So, a fellow Caribbean, you definitely want to go. Neville, let me say that the best teacher of Neville that I listen to myself is a lady named Missy Renee. Missy Renee, she's fantastic, and she teaches Neville hardcore. Hey, Voyage Spiritual. Ooh, Kundalini Awakening. Well, I'm happy to pull a card for you, my friend. But Kareen, so what I would do is go find the YouTube channel, Missy Renee, okay? I can't remember, I don't know the complete, let me just write it down so you have it. Because honestly, on my community, on the posts, I give out the resources that I use myself. And I love Missy Renee. She's very true to Neville. And Neville lived a long time ago, and sometimes his writing is hard to understand. But Missy Renee makes it very digestible, and I love listening to her. I love listening to teachers who help me know how to use my imagination. So, what I'm aware of here, and this moon is hanging, and there's a figure here that's within this glow of energy, and there's a string that's pulling this being is floating within this water. There's steps here, so I just feel this juicy energy, Kareen. Okay, It's a juicy energy that's here. And we're right now, we had a full moon a couple days ago, and we're moving towards the new moon. It seems to me that you are really getting ready to enter something very new. Do you work with spiritual things? Do you read cards, or do you have any service that you do to help other people? Because it seems here that there is, I know the money and the travel's part of what you're looking at, but I think Source is seeing something grander. That there's a way, like for me, I don't travel as much right now as I have in other parts of my life. But when I connect to you guys who are all over the world, it fulfills something in me, and it allows me to use my imagination in a way that fulfills me. So for the next 24 hours, I want you, Kareen, to use your imagination when it comes to two things. Number one, money. So, one of the techniques is to sit quietly, close your eyes, and imagine that it is raining money. Okay, so all you do, sit down and spend 5 or 10 minutes and imagine that it's raining money. See it land around you. Feel it as it brushes through, not coins. Let's use bills because coins might hurt, right? But there's this soft fluttering energy where money would flow around you. And the second thing is use an online source and collect pictures. Create a dream trip. Where would you like to go? I'm working on this myself right now because I would love to take a cruise in the Mediterranean and visit Portofino. Not Portofino, Santorini. Santorini is one of my favorite places. So what I did is I took the pictures from online. I took pictures of Santorini, and I'm going to transfer them onto a Google Doc and make myself a trip, an imaginary trip. I wish I could explain why this works. It's just such a fun way for me to pretend that I'm planning a trip. Now, you guys, I was given um, a cruise, a free cruise. In fact, I was given 2 free cruises. No kidding. A stranger that I never, I mean, I met the man because I bought a car from him. And it turned out that his mom had never taken a vacation. Okay. And so, because she never took a vacation, this man asked me, would you please go on a cruise with my mom? And I said to him, well, I don't have a budget for a cruise. And he said, no, you don't understand. I'm going to pay for your cruise. So, Kareem, if it happens to me, it can happen to anyone. That's the truth. I've read a couple, 3 books, 4 books by Pam Grout, and she has been a key player. In fact, I just want to get this because I want to show you guys. Hang on, let me just pop across the room here. There was a book called E Squared, and when I read E Squared, I loved it. It was energy experiments, and I had so much fun doing the experiments that I wrote her a letter, and or email, and I wrote her and I said, I love your book. Thank you so much. I got so many fun things. I told her about the cruise, and I told her about the free money that came my way, a hot air balloon ride, all sorts of fantastic things. Well, guess what? She interviewed me and put me in her book, my story. And I was shocked. I never expected something like that to happen just because I emailed thank you. Not only that, but she put my website in, manifestfaster.com, and so that people could find me. There it is right there. I never saw that happen. I never saw it coming. And when I'm doing my manifesting, like I'm wanting to have certain things, I will play the games and get myself into alignment and really find satisfaction no matter what I'm doing. But this reward of having my information in somebody else's book, what a blessing, right? Because I am just an ordinary woman, a grandma living in Tennessee, And if that can come true for me, it could come true for you too. Okay? So there you go, Kareen. And also, listen, go to manifestfaster.com and there's free resources there. There's a quiz that you can take, so take the quiz. And then also, you may want to go to the button that says Start Here. Start Here. That'll give you a tip on how to access some of the free resources over there, okay? All right, my friends, I have time for one more. Who's here? Who would like a card? Did I forget anybody? If you'd like me to draw a card. Oh, also, I have 11 people here and 11 thumbs up. So 11 is a very magical number. Be sure to look up the spiritual meaning of the number 11. Priyanka, only one reading for the party. Okay, everybody gets one reading, but I will be back. I do readings, I do a party every Sunday, and I pop in for surprise parties now and then. Okay? So anyone else before, okay, I'm going to draw one more card for the collective, for people who are shy. Thank you for being here, shy or not. And let's take a look at this final card here. So if you're here, take this in. Time to go. Oh, I have to laugh because it is time to go for me. So, oh, thank you. You know what, Priyanka, I appreciate that. Listen, it's taken me years to find calm. I call it calm on command, where I can just be in a place where flow comes. Oh, your daughter is here? Oh, Kareen. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Regina. Welcome. I would love to pull a card for you. Let me put this aside. This will be our final card. And then let me draw a card for Regina. Regina, whatever's going on for you, let's see what the universe has. Oh, very interesting. I have to pull it closer so I can see the details. Wow. Okay, so this makes me think of a Libra because of the balance. So Regina, so interesting because 3 plus 8 is 11, and again I have 11s on the top of my screen. So I feel like Regina, I would recommend that you look up the angel meaning of the number 11. Because I feel like there's a message there for you. So Regina, something's going on right now that is taking a lot of your energy. You're holding something in balance, okay? So I'm sorry, I pulled this away again. I just want to see clearly. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what we have here, it looks like she's keeping balance pretty well, but she's carrying the burden on her shoulders. This is such a fussy dress, isn't it? It's like tight, and it looks like it could be a cage, where there's just a situation. The situation is very trying. So I'm feeling like for you, Regina, that it's important that you rest, okay? Here I have the fortune cookie and an egg. So those are two interesting elements. And then we have that owl at the top of the head. So I feel that there's a little bit of overthinking going on here, that Regina does not like making mistakes, that she works very hard to be perfectionistic, and she's stuck. She's stuck because she just doesn't know what to do. She knows in her heart of hearts that depending on good luck is not enough, because there's something growing right now that she needs to pay attention with. Okay? And so for 24 hours, here's my advice for Regina. Put down what's concerning you. It would be really good. There's a good practice. I call it scribble journaling, where you just tell Regina whatever it is that's bothering her, whatever it is that's pulling her out of balance. What you want to do is just think about that thing that's really troubling you, and then just scribble. And as you scribble, you just use your mind to remember these things that are so painful. They're pulling her energy in so many different directions. And you scribble until you're tired of scribbling. And then write down what it is. I'm just going to write down bills are bothering, could be relationships, could be dragging her energy down, right? Money could be dragging her energy down. Whatever it is, after you write what's bothering you, then go back and scribble, 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 scribble. Okay? She needs to quiet her money so that she can really find out what it is that she's being called to, right? What it is that is her life call. Because it's almost like she's trying so hard to be something for everybody else. It's like, where is Regina? I mean, you can barely see the face here. All of this costuming and posturing is taking up so much space. So I would encourage her to lay down her troubles by using this scribbling technique just for a moment so that she can be fair to herself before she's moving forward, okay? Just for 24 hours. Tell her, you can pick up your burdens if you want to when you're done, but let's take 24 hours off. Another thing is that if she is a social media person, going on a fast or just getting off of social media for 24 hours would probably really be good for her, so she could clear her energy. Hi, Augustine. Welcome. I am glad you're here, and I can sure pull you a card. Okay, good. Okay, Augustine, 24 hours. What does Spirit have for you? What do you need to pay attention to for 24 hours? Oh, I love that her name is Harmony. Yeah, I feel like that she's got to find harmony with herself. Right now I feel like it's lopsided and she's giving way more energy to others than she's giving to herself. Okay, so Augustine, when the card comes up reversed, I just take it as a sign that it's super important for you to listen in. It's very lucky for you to be here for this 24-hour reading because there's something going on with you that you need to take care of. There's something going on in your mind. It's like a circle of energy where there's something that's bothering you and it keeps bothering you. No matter how hard you try to have it not bother you, it's impossible, okay? And it's separating you. First we have this is an hourglass, and the hourglass, the figure is sitting on the hourglass. This is never ending. So what is it? What is troubling you? What is bothering you? It's important that you get real honest with yourself because sometimes it's impossible to change certain circumstances. So Augustine, I'm going to bring up this. This was a gift. Somebody walked by my house and said, I have a gift for you. And this is what they gave to me. Okay. Yes, this is what they gave to me. So look at this serenity prayer, which is really a pain in the butt because it's so true. You know, I mean, it really is true. When you start thinking about something that you cannot change, you get miserable. Okay, so the prayer is that the divine grant me the serenity, the peace of mind to accept the things I cannot change, right? The courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So whatever this problem is, Augustine, that's troubling you, it's not the person that's bothering you. It's your thoughts about the person. It's not the job situation that's bothering you. It's your thoughts about it. So for the next 24 hours, Spirit is saying, look, you're the one that's telling this never-ending story. You're the one that keeps thinking about the situation over and over and over. So for 24 hours, Spirit wants you to cut it out, okay? So one thing I do, I explained before, I wear bracelets that are stretchy. And so if I'm trying to break a habit, Like there's somebody in my life that when I think about them, I have worry towards them. It's like I'm worried for them. And I know that's a useless use of my mind, because my worry doesn't help them. It's better off if when I think of them, that I bless them. Thank you that they're having a great day, not worried that something bad's going to happen. So when they come to my mind and I feel myself being troubled, I just take off my bracelet and I put it on the other wrist. And it just signals to me, it gives me a plan, it gives me something to do. Another thing that can work um, for you is sometimes just putting your wrists under cold water. Just run real cold water over your wrists, and that often will snap you out of it. But Augustine, for 24 hours, can you turn away from this situation and find something that you appreciate? What's going on in your life that is okay? Do you have enough to eat? Do you have a roof over your head? What parts of your life can you appreciate? Because the universe is trying to get your attention, okay? And trying to help you release this thing that's troubling you. All right, so put it off to the side. Oops. Sorry guys. Put off your troublesome worries for 24 hours. You can pick it up at the end if you want, but give yourself and your mind a break, okay? All right, you guys, this is it. So everybody that's here, this is the reading for the collective. Everyone that's here, it's time to go. So I really love this, because when you are going forward, there's something exciting, something new is calling you. So for Kareen, time to go into the imagination. For Priyanka, time to trust that inner guidance. And Augustine, try to let go of that bothersome thing. What she can't see off in the distance is this continued journey. So in this moment, when you come to the end of something, understand that everything is always moving forward. Everything is always moving forward. So for this next 24 hours, don't look back. Don't look back at what you're leaving behind. Just let it be in the past. Let the past be in the past. A lot of healing has been going on. Stay focused on what's ahead. If your mind wants to play a trick, oh, it won't be as good there, or I will miss this, or how will I do it? You just take control of your thinking and allow yourself to believe that God is opening a door in your future. Even though I don't know how, I'm trusting I will be guided now. Even though I don't know how, I know Spirit is guiding me now. Even though I don't know how, I choose to move myself forward now. These kind of affirmations will really help you move forward. Okay, my friends? So there you have it. Thank you for being here for the tarot party today. I will be back on Sunday for our weekly tarot party. And then keep your eye peeled when you subscribe and hit the little bell. You'll be notified when I do a surprise party. Okay? There you have it. Go forth and prosper, my dear friends. Remember, you are so deeply loved by me and by Source. We'll see you soon, guys. Bye.